Among AdamNagaitis' many memorable characters, the commuter's Conductor Jimmy stands out as a rare comedic role for an actor known for his intense, serious performances. In this video, we'll take a look at Conductor Jimmy and how Adam's portrayal helps bring some much-needed levity to this tense action flick. The commuter centers on Michael McCauley, played by Liam Neeson. McCauley is a former NYPD officer turned insurance agent who has recently lost his job. He finds himself caught in the middle of a shadowy conspiracy and must protect a witness and clear his name, all while riding his daily commuter train. The Commuter is a standard Liam Neeson action thriller that was so prevalent in the 2010s, but the train setting provides a tight, enclosed environment and increases the story's suspense. The film also has a very good cast of supporting characters, of which the standout is Conductor Jimmy. Jimmy is a comic relief role, a type of character Adam rarely plays. Anyone familiar with Adam's career might expect the third act twist that Jimmy is actually a secret assassin involved with the conspiracy. However, Jimmy is just a regular guy trying to get through this alive. He is fast-talking, sarcastic, he has a strong sense of self-preservation, and he is extremely flirty. That flirtatious nature is fully on display in Jimmy's first scene early in the film. Jimmy chats to a couple of female passengers, imagining that they must have met somewhere before. Adam's exaggerated New York accent adds to Jimmy's romantic bravado. The audience sees Macaulay listening in, smiling to himself. It's a good moment that helps establish both of these characters. Even though they don't know each other personally, there's a sense of familiarity and routine, suggesting that Macaulay has listened to Jimmy flirt and fail many times. Although he is comic relief, Jimmy is by no means incompetent. He's good at his job. He just wants to get through this in one piece. When trains go out of control, people get hurt, so naturally, he becomes a little panicky. In a classic scene of comedic escalation, Jimmy tells the passengers to brace themselves and remain calm as the train is about to derail. As he attempts to reassure them, he grows increasingly stressed until he is loudly shouting at them to stay calm and sit down. The moment provides a humorous look at how swiftly performative authority can collapse under the slightest pressure. One of the best scenes in the film is when Macaulay questions Jimmy in an empty train car. It is a noticeably quieter moment in the action-packed film. Macaulay speaks very vaguely, making up a convoluted story about meeting an online date. Jimmy listens, incredulous. We can see from his expression that he thinks this man is absolutely hopeless. We also hear some of Jimmy's sarcasm as he lists off all the information he does not collect about the passengers. In an interview for 1883 magazine, Adam highly praised Liam Neeson's advice while working together, stating, "I've watched him my whole life and admired everything he's done. He'd allow me to take credit if it went well, especially comedic things." Another memorable scene in the film is the climax as assassins are looking for the witness known only as Prin. At this point, the passengers know who Prin is. One by one, they claim they are Prin in a very "I am Spartacus" moment. Jimmy, however, announces that he is definitely not Prin. On paper, this might read as self-preservation bordering on cowardice, but Adam's performance keeps the moment from souring any of the audience's fondness for Jimmy. Jimmy's refusal doesn't betray anyone. Instead, it reinforces his characterization of a man who's honest and charming, but unwilling to put himself in unnecessary danger. At the end of the film, in a rare win for one of Adam's characters, Jimmy's persistent flirting finally pays off, hinting at a new romantic relationship. Overall, The Commuter is a fun film, very fast, as Adam put it at the film's premiere in January 2018. Conductor Jimmy doesn't have a big part, but he is very memorable. It would be great to see Adam work with Liam Neeson again, either in a dramatic or comedic film. The Commuter also has a couple of fun coincidences for those familiar with Adam's other projects. At the beginning of the film, Macaulay tells his former partner, played by Jonathan Banks, that he's reading Charlotte Bronte's Wuthering Heights. His partner corrects him, stating, "Emily." Adam, of course, had played the sister's brother Branwell 2 years earlier in Sally Wainwright's To Walk Invisible. Jimmy also sports a similar gold bracelet to one Adam's character Virgil wears in Gunpowder Milkshake. Perhaps there is a bit more to Jimmy than meets the eye.